Broncos, Giants coming up on EA Sports. East Rutherford, New Jersey is the site for today's matchup.
You know, when you get a matchup at running back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, trust your eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have 2 stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
Quick drop back.
Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
The running back position today will be handled by Rashad Jennings.
Look, he's a veteran running back who has power and speed, but he also can block for the quarterback. So you love guys like this that can always stay on the field.
Has his target. That's a gain of 7.
Well, they call it the post route because you're running towards the goalpost, but a good route that time by the receiver making that cut. He gets open, gets behind the defense, and a nice throw.
On the way, 3rd down. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. Two tight ends on the field here. 1st down at the 26. They'll mark him at the 29. After running it, it's 2nd down. Outside now on the toss. That time on the tackle.
Jennings is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside and be back in just a moment. Jennings in the backfield. Single back set. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. First down at the 46. Manning's going to take off with it. Under pressure as he lets go. Let's talk about the defense. One of the best pass rushers in the league is linebacker Von Miller.
When Von Miller's on the football field, the offense always has to worry where he is at. So if you have an extra blocker on the offensive side, you double team Von Miller. That's how good he is.
Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll throw it over the middle. It's intercepted!
Marshall is such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
First down at the 41. Manning uncorks a long pass. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. And And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone.
Harris elects to run it out. Harris tackled down at the 17. That return's good for about 22. The Giants offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And Jennings lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Makes the reception. That's a gain of 6.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Eli Manning, Peyton Manning. We've seen the brothers in action before, and it's so fascinating to see the family up in the sky boxes watching these two brothers duel. What do you see here, Phil?
Well, what the Manning brothers have in common, they know how to stay on the field. There's no doubt about it. My gosh, can they just play game after game after game. I know Peyton Manning missed that 1 year. But besides that, neither one of them has ever missed a start in his life. So they know how to play the position, and that's what their teams need, and that's what they give them.
What do you think it's like mentally for the two brothers, Eli and Peyton, being in the same game?
Oh, geez, it's got to be awesome. Boy, oh boy, how fired up would you be to play in an NFL game as a quarterback and knowing on the other team you got a chance to beat your brother? Oh, that's special. It might not be a Super Bowl, but it's pretty close to it.
The offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 4 to stay on the field. Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Wants to go deep. Pass is intercepted. That brings the play to an end. They've already jumped in front here early, and now after the interception, they have a chance to even make the lead a little bit larger, Phil.
Yeah, I like the way they're playing, don't you, Jim? It just looks fun. They got a lot of energy out there on both sides of the football, and this other team, they better be ready. I think they're in trouble.
First down at the 47. Anderson's going to take the handoff now. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
How about the blocking up front? Lets the running back get in the secondary, and he is so quick and elusive. He avoids the tackles and takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Inside of the uprights. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. And here's Harris. Gets out past the 30 and brought down at the 35. The Giants just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
He's got the catch and picks up maybe 3 or 4. That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Intercepted. Here's a guy, Chris Harris, who came into the league as an undrafted free agent, and he's been making plays since day one.
How about that? He just worked his way up the food chain. He was a special teams player. Then he got a little spot duty at the end of the games, and now he is called upon to be the slot defender for the Denver Broncos. To me, Jim, I talk about it all the time. That might be the hardest job in the NFL.
Peyton Manning looking down the field. Another takeaway.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Giants are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
2nd and 10 coming up. Jennings lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
It's way too early in a game like this, in this situation, to take a chance. Want to draw, throw a screen, maybe just a straight-ahead run, but don't turn over the football.
Odell Beckham Jr. has the ball.
The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Looking long. The ball is knocked out.
The Broncos are more than happy to take that gift. The offense backed up in its own territory, and they go for it on 4th down and don't make it. Good job by the defense.
The Broncos have thoroughly dominated this first quarter with multiple scoring drives, big plays, and they've made this defense look helpless. They are primed to turn this one into a rout if it continues like this, Phil Simms.
They sure are, Jim. I mean, they got everything rolling. The offensive line's playing well. The quarterback is sharp, but most of all, I love the play calls. They've been impressive, and the offense is confident and taking advantage of it.
Here we have 2nd down. Touchdown. They're just running it up. What in the world has happened here, Phil? Not even finished with the first quarter, and this game is almost out of reach.
It has been a lopsided affair. You've said that many times, and it has been. But you know what? Don't be in total despair because you're losing here. Find a way to make some good plays, and maybe you can get back into this game.
Keeps churning ahead. Touchdown!
When you get a kick return for a touchdown, a lot has to happen. One, it takes talent by the kick returner. But look at all the good blocks we saw down the field and the speed of the kick returner. Touchdown.
The Giants with an extra point try on the way. An extra point is good.